Good afternoon, I am QUAN and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. I was stopped in my tracks today and I was given a powerful download, and it was so heavy that it stopped me dead in my tracks and I had to stop and write it down. You know, it just started pouring in and I was forced to stop. Okay? I know some of you out there that are spiritually inclined, that happens to you sometime, where a download just comes out of nowhere and needs to come out. And I'm just going to take the hand that's on my back, in the middle of my upper back, between my shoulder blades, as further confirmation they want me to say this. There is something significant about today, March the 1st, why they said this has to come out today. I have to write it down and I have to verbally say it out for you all, okay? Some of you High Priestess have encountered practitioner after practitioner throughout your life, or throughout your adult life, in dating and interacting, and catfish by people that were spiritually inclined, that were actually trying to find a way to drain, drain your energy, your spiritual energy from you. And you may not have had full clarity on why they keep coming to you. Well, here's your confirmation, okay? This is your confirmation for why this has been happening, why you seem to draw in, why you seem to always attract and draw in these, spiritually inclined people and practitioners, like a moth to a flame, like a fly to shit, okay? There is a specific collective of African spiritual practitioners from all over the world, in all cultures, that God is getting ready to show why not to play with fire. These are spiritual practitioners that have aligned themselves with certain collective, not all, but a certain collective of Asians, more specifically Chinese and European secret societies, and in the wealthy class, to manifest wealth and abundance by torturing our own people for their own greed and personal gain, with the abuse of using spell work, okay? This is a message for you, okay? Both these spiritual practitioners that are under judgment and these high priestess that didn't have clarity on why they kept coming to them. You have betrayed your ancestors, and now you must pay to bring things back into balance. The only reason you continue to do it is because you thought you could win and get away with it. You had no compassion in your heart for those that you hurt, defenseless ones, the unprotected, and the ignorant, by setting them up for more karma because they didn't know any better. Now it's time to pay. Okay? You will not receive compassion because you gave none. You will suffer until balance is completely restored for those you have harmed. It may take generations and maybe incarnations for this to occur. We have dispatched our high priestess all over the world to test you and to weigh your heart, and found this collective of practitioners' hearts too heavy and guilty of the charges. Your time is up now. Do not be alarmed, collective, as you start to see these dark practitioners go under judgment. A lot of them are priests from a long time ago in ancient Egypt or Nubia that have reincarnated and have been up to the same old tricks lifetime after lifetime. They have cursed their bloodlines and already know they cannot move forward. And that is the message. The message for you all, High Priestess, you on a subconscious level, you were put in the positions that you were put in, and the places that you were put in, whatever race, whatever culture, whatever continent, whatever country and community that you were in, where you were abused and went through the things you went through, you were put there because in actuality you were being put there to weigh that person's heart You were placed in these places strategically for a reason, to draw in this particular collective of spiritual practitioners that you have encountered lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. You were placed there. I've been doing these readings over and over again, making jokes about it's a certain collective of high priestess out here, that were put in certain places because they came from the same place that some of these dark spiritual practitioners came from, with the same spiritual gifts. And you were put there, you were sent to them in that same community as a spy, to see how they were using their gifts, to see what they were doing, to get up close, to allow them to do to you what they've been doing to the innocent, and to the vulnerable, and to the weak and unprotected, and the ignorant, instead of teaching them the right way. And because you went there and this person did it to you, now they're getting judgment, because that person had an opportunity to do right by you. They had an opportunity not to attack you with spell work, but they did it. And you had to weigh their heart. That's what you were there for. But what they're saying in this message is now, March the 1st, marks the first day of their judgment and the first day of you now walking into the light. This is all over. Every attack that you have encountered is over for you. Sun card. That's for my collective of high priestess. They're telling me specifically that have been attacked through energy weapons, through gang stalking, that have been attacked financially. Their stability has been attacked through spell work, spiritually, physically, emotionally. Let's go. Messages for these high priestess and spiritual practitioners. Spell work in reverse. They can't do this anymore. This is over for them. There is clarity. A lot of you had family members, is what they're telling me. A lot of you with this Four of Wands here actually had people, you had family members that incarnated with you. Specifically, these family members, okay, they're cut from a different cloth than you. They always been different from you. I can give you a quick example. I have a brother that when I started doing tarot card readings, like I was guided to, I was doing a lot of readings, and a lot of them didn't get a lot of views. But one reading that I did get a lot of views. It got a whole lot, okay? But the rest did not. So this brother that I cut off completely, he was like, oh, wow, I've been following you. Look how many views you got. So what you need to do then, is do that same reading for every sign. Do that same exact reading that you just did for every single sign, and just duplicate the reading and just do it for each sign, since that one got the most views. This is how these low vibrational idiots that are blood related to you, that are cut from a different cloth, this is how they think and process things. They can't do right. Everything about them is just darkness. Everything they think of doing, they find a way to corrupt it. Everything. That's why God did not give them the gift. They don't have the gifts that you have, the spiritual gifts, the understanding to perception, the telepathy, the clairvoyance. They don't have the same gifts that you have, because they're dark. And they have a corrupt mind. And anything that they're given, they are going to find a way to filter it through their corrupt soul, to use it in a low vibrational way, to just manifest abundance for themselves in some type of selfish way. My brother actually said that foolishness out his mouth. That in the future, if anyone related to me comes out reading tarot cards in my family, I know you all don't know what my real name is. Block them. Do not associate them with me, please. Y'all got to be careful out here. A lot of you high priestess have people that are in your family. Like I said, they are blood related to you, but they are not from the same tribe as you. These are just old magicians and old priests from back in ancient Egypt, ancient Nubia, that have incarnated. These are people that went to mystery schools with you, that you've had battles, spiritual battles with, lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. And they've battled it out with you. You know, because they use their gifts in a low vibrational way. Let's go. Let's keep it going. But anyway, a lot of you with the Four of Wands here have gotten clarity, Two of Swords, that it was your family members that were doing spell work on you and working with secret societies, you know, more specifically, and not all, okay, but some, a specific collective of Chinese and Europeans of wealthy class in certain societies that they have been working with to use you to manifest abundance with by doing spell work, okay, and drawing you in and catfishing and setting up these gang stalking stings, okay. These people are now, with the Hermit reverse, they're at a loss. They're lost. They've gone through spell after spell in different languages, culture to try to take you out, and they have failed each and every time because it's the same damn energy. It is the same energy. I don't care what language, what color, what race, what culture you go to. It is the same energy. And no matter what you do, rock, paper, scissors, no matter what the hell you do, nothing trumps love. And every single one of these high vibrational high priestess vibrates at the highest vibration of love. They are in line to be ascended masters. That means they are in their Christ consciousness. That means they're at the highest vibration, in the thickest, purest concentration of love, the most powerful form of energy that powers the universe. And there is no spell or potion that can be spoken, I'm spitting all over the place, that can take them down, lower their vibration, take their life, cancel them out. Nothing you can do to ruin their stability, take down their health. There's nothing you can do, because they are protected. They are protected by the blood, by the love. They have protection. Love, that thick vibration of love, it supersedes any other energy and entity and deity that you call on. I don't care how much fucking you do. I don't care what you do to conjure up your energy. It does not supersede the energy of pure love. Let's go. Any other messages? Yep. It came out in the pre-shuffle and it's here again. I don't even got to clarify. Is somebody going to pass away? Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Who used to say that? Was that in What's Happening or What's Happening Now? Was that rerun? Ooh, 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 ooh. I think that was rerun. Somebody may pass away, okay? Somebody might have to transition, because even when they were being given warning, oh, they are pushing in my back so hard. Okay, they want me to clarify. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Okay. I ask God to make sure that I speak from a heart space of love and not one from ego. Polly, there's a Hierophant here. There was a religious leader here. A Hierophant in the reverse, possibly a Taurus energy or any other energy here that could have oversaw all of these operations, that could have been like at the top of the food chain with this, okay? But there was a hierarchy to this. So they had a whole bunch of people working under them, okay? And this person, along with all the other spiritual practitioners, these religious leaders, these occult leaders that have been in all of your lives, this is the collective of High Priestess. This person, you know, the reason Polly came out, Australia is significant too. The reason Polly is coming out here, okay, is because they had multiple covens and cults. in which they used a lot of divine feminine energy. Yeah, Haiti. Okay, a lot of these people that were involved with this particular person are of Haitian or Dominican Republic descent. Okay, this is where a lot of these people have come from. This is very significant. They're telling me something's about to happen here in the southeast USA. That's Georgia, that's South Carolina, that's Florida, okay? That's Alabama, okay? That's Mississippi, okay? That's close to Louisiana, okay? I'm trying to tell y'all, that's North Carolina, South Carolina. It's coming down right now. It's coming down right now. Somebody's possibly a boss or a supervisor, someone that was in charge in one of these southeast states down here. Someone that was running this. They're under spiritual judgment right now. I'm doing it. They're under spiritual judgment right now, and right now things are going into your favor. You wayward spiritual practitioners that was practicing in the darkness, shame on you and shame on your bloodline. You cannot continue to use as an excuse the fact that you were indoctrinated into this by your family. When you get to the age of accountability, you can make a decision for yourself. You can make a decision to heal. You can make a decision to heal yourself from whatever has you in an energy where I have to keep up a facade. I have to keep up a certain amount of money, in order to maintain a lifestyle and materialistic things to look a certain way to people because I'm unhealed. I'm insecure. I'm emotionally codependent, to the opinions of others. I didn't heal from that. Because I did not heal from that, I had to continue being this hierophant in the reverse, running these covens and cults. I had to. I didn't want to take my karma for sleeping with those underage children that were trapped up in that sex trafficking ring, so I can do those sex rituals on those innocent children. I didn't want to go to jail, and I did it so they was going to blackmail me. So I wanted to protect my own ass instead of just dealing with my karma. So I kept on doing it. I kept on coming for you. I kept on playing games. I kept on pushing my little spiritual goons in the workplace to come towards you and project the evil eye and spell work towards you. I kept guiding these people on what to say, what to walk by you, and keep repeating these rituals over and over again, to keep uttering the same words over and over again, increasing therefore the karma of these younger people that didn't know any better. They didn't know that they was working up and conjuring karma for themselves. Some of them could have lost their children or could lose their children or themselves, could pass away, or become very ill, or lose their stability more than what it already was, because you're not telling them the truth about spirituality and the consequences for doing the spell work that they're doing and for doing it on anointed people. You're sitting up there just pushing your own agenda on these young people, and shame on you. You should be ashamed of yourself for what you do. You are under spiritual judgment right now. Right now, these spiritual practitioners, you are under spiritual judgment for what you have been doing all this time. A lot of you came over here. A lot of you came to this country, even here in the U.S., under the pretenses already understanding that you're going to be paid to do this type of work. And you were strategically put in different jobs in certain parts of the U.S. with this assignment to do this, to run these covens. To run these covens behind the mask of a job in some type of a call center or warehouse or whatever type of administrative job, office, wherever you were working at. You came there with the job, but you also came there with behind the mask of a job, also as this hierophant reversed. And you were strategically placed, and that's why God came in and strategically placed these high priestess in the same locations that you were. Because they come from Wakanda just like you. And they came to check on you and to check you. Things are going in your favor now. High priest and high priestess that were victims, this was not happening to you. This was happening for you. Everything that happened, things are going into your favor right now, this day, March the 1st, 2023. Right now, things are going into your favor right now. Everybody that has had a platform that was attacked and been gang stalked, threatening your money, threatening your stability, everything is being unlocked for you right now. Everything is being loosened up and freed for you right now. You don't believe me? Turn on the news wherever you are and take a look. Yeah. 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 Spiritual practitioner under spiritual judgment. Spiritual practitioner, you're under spiritual judgment. Do you hear me? They wanted me to deliver this message. When I come home from work every day, I meditate for 3 to 5 hours. They said I couldn't do that today. They said today I had to deliver that download and then go into these cards for a minute because somebody need to hear this today, March 1st, 2023. This date is significant. Yes, spiritual practitioner. I'm going to put it right there where they told me to. I don't know. This is going to resonate with someone for some reason. I put up my, they told me to burn frankincense and myrrh, okay? And usually I'll put a nice little chunk of frankincense up there and a little piece of myrrh. But today, for some reason, they said to put a very small amount of frankincense and a larger chunk of myrrh. So myrrh, the incense myrrh, is significant to somebody. One of you high priestess out there is something with you with regard to a lot of myrrh, or you need to burn some myrrh in your home, okay? Frankincense and myrrh, but more specifically, you need to burn some myrrh. This could be regarding someone from Central America that has tattoos and piercings. Possibly a spiritual practitioner that is from Central America with tattoos and piercings. Yes. Yes. Fuck buddy, clear understanding. I'm gonna find out what that's all about. Yeah. So, listen. Everything is coming unblocked for you all. These people are being disassembled right now. 3 of Cups reversed. This 3 of Cups reversed and this 7 of Wands reversed here. These are these people. You're being unblocked from every avenue of your life that you was being attacked from. Even the spell work that was being cast on you to hold your energy down and to block your gifts. All of you are going to get your gifts back if they were taken from you, or if someone cast some type of web magic or spell to block your third eye. It's coming back. It's coming back clearer than ever. You're going to be able to see your images again. And let me tell you something. I remember early on when I was my daughter's age and my gifts first started kicking in. You know, I could see people coming. I was in my early 20s, and I would see a person's face literally behind a bright circle white light, and their face would just appear and sit there just in midair for a second, disappear. And then about 2 minutes later, that person would come walking in wherever I was or towards me. This started happening to me in my early 20s. And then it started developing even more wherein, you know, if I wanted to know where somebody was, I remember my brother was missing. He was homeless, and I was trying to find him. So, you know, I went into a trance. You know, I did my meditation, and I just closed my eyes, and I said, show me his location, show me where he is. And, you know, right then and there, a city popped up. And then, because I had already, you know, I wasn't living in New York. I had long been removed from there. A city popped up with all these buildings, and the Statue of Liberty broke through the ground and rose up above all the buildings to show me exactly where my brother was. And then the very next day, I got a phone call from Rikers Island. You know, when my gifts started kicking in, there was a spiritual practitioner that was hired, and I remember it clearly, that stood right outside of my window, but they was in the street. They wasn't on the property where I was living at the time. But I remember I was doing a meditation because whatever spell they done on me the first time, I broke through it. And I was much younger. I broke through it in my meditation, and then, you know, I could see anything that I asked to see. It just came very clearly. But that practitioner kept coming back, because I remember I was meditating while they was outside doing whatever they were doing, and I didn't even know that they was out there. I did not even know that they was out there until during a meditation where what's it called, you know, when you connect with that blue violet flame in meditation through your crown, it comes actually through your third eye when you're in a deep meditation. I was in the middle of that connection and it was being blocked. So I kept on going, and then instantly when it connected and all that prana energy connected with the kundalini energy in my body, and it went from top to bottom while I was in a trance. When that happened, I heard this man that was standing outside of my home at the time start cursing at the top of his lungs. This was like at 4 o'clock in the morning. This man was standing outside. He was speaking in French. It was an African. He was from. It was an African man from a French-speaking country, and he started cursing so loud. He was so pissed off because whatever he was standing outside doing, because it's perfectly legal to stand outside on the curb. You can't block. You can't tell nobody or call the police. They can do that. I didn't know that man was out there chanting until my meditation went through successfully, and all of a sudden he started cursing and stomped and went away. A lot of you out there have had your gifts for a long time, but you have had spiritual practitioners that were assigned to you, specifically multiple ones for years, that have followed you and monitored you and constantly kept casting spiderweb magic over you, and also sending lovers towards you and people to date you, to catfish you, that were handlers. You didn't know that some of these people that you were even dating were handlers that were sent to you to constantly stay in your energy, to irritate any unhealed wounds within you, to keep you thrown off balance. Okay? Because as long as you were off balance, your chakras were not aligned properly, it would disrupt your gifts, and they could also steal your gifts from whoever in your family was trying to take your gifts from you, that was not ordained and anointed to have them. So people were also, even if you were dating someone that was not a handler of yours, your family would contact people that you dated or were dating and pull them to the side, and ask them something like, how serious really are you? Because most likely, if this ain't really that serious, you can make some extra money, just do this. I just need you to, every now and then, play around in her energy, go back and forth, play with her head a little bit. These are, narcissistic energy and narcissistic tactics go hand in hand with spell work. These things go hand in hand with each other because it is the narcissistic tactics of mental manipulation that confuse you and throw you off balance and gaslight you, okay? And cause disruptions in your mental, and by default cause disruptions in your emotional body, which by default throw your chakras and alignment off, which allow people to siphon your energy every time you're in tears, or every time you're nervous, every time you're shaky, every time your stability is threatened, every time you're confused, in mental confusion and frustrated. People in your family approach people that you have dated to ask them to do these things to you, and some of them have done them. Okay, so the time for all of that is over now. Okay, you can expect three of wands here. You can expect that whoever the head is, whoever this Hierophant reversed is, Taurus energy here, this occult leader that was doing this all this time relentlessly and did not stop and would not stop no matter what. This is a powerful ending that is happening today, right now, March the 1st, 2023. It is over, High Priestess. It is over for you, all of you. Do you hear me? FBI, CIA, NSA. These people were tied into these organizations. They worked to do the gang stalking to you. That's why so many of you had the same exact experience. What did we all do? When we would be in our house meditating, because they didn't want you to have your spiritual gifts. When we would be in our home meditating, what would happen in all of our neighborhoods? Someone would fire gunshots into the air. Anytime we were meditating, or your neighbor, in my case, across the street, they would wait until you're meditating and come outside with an iron pole and just start hitting a pole or start hitting the fence over and over again until you stop meditating. They would come and pull in front of your house in Dodge Chargers, in those Ford F-150s. They would come by your house in the Ford Mustangs and rev up their engine really loud when you're doing your readings or when you're doing meditation. Every time you walk out your house, is when they would drive by. They would wait at the corner. And this was to induce some type of fear to keep you off balance. which I really never gave a whole fuck for real about that gang stalking shit, because the gang stalker could get shot. I never gave a fuck about that shit. I promise you. Matter of fact, the people that have been harassing me, I think they gave them a warning and was like, hey, for this one, we're going to handle this case a little different. All right, y'all going to have to really keep your distance with this one. We think this one might be this high priestess might be a little bit unstable, you know, and might have a little bit of a trigger finger, you know. So if you feel unsafe at any time, y'all back up off of her. All right, if you feel unsafe at any time, if she walk up on you and you feel uncomfortable, you know, y'all give her some space, okay? Y'all still do your job, you know, but you know, if you feel scared, I was like, oh, okay, y'all want to play? All right, we could play. Yeah, we could play. FBI, CIA, NSA. I'll tell you my own personal experience. You know, because anything that is in the computer system, anything that you do online, you know, can be monitored, period. You know, so anytime, you know, you took your phone anywhere, you know, they can follow you, obviously. You know, if you order any food online, you know, it's very easy to dispatch specific people to switch. So, like, if you ordered some food from Uber Eats, right? If you order some food from Uber Eats and they have a driver for you, but every time you order food, suddenly the driver changes hands with your food to another driver for some reason. You know, you got to be careful if you are a targeted person, because for a lot of us, they would put things in our food or poison our food or speak spell work over our food. For a lot of high priestess in your community, I remember for mine specifically, it was a woman of Latin descent that every specific place that I got food from on a regular basis, they would have in there. And when I would go there, whether it was a soul food restaurant, whether it was this Vietnamese restaurant that I would go to, you know, they wouldn't be cooking food or doing nothing. They would just have them come out right before they handed me my food and allow this person to put my food into a plastic bag, and she would hold my food for a minute and close her eyes and utter a quick prayer over it and hand it back to them, and then they would give it to me. Which was easy because I just returned that shit to sender. But I'm just saying, they have done so many things to a lot of you in your communities, you know, through spell work, just all types of manipulation to get you all. And the reason they were able to do all of this is because they were working through a lot of government agencies, okay, that had false warrants on a lot of you. Okay, a lot of them went to judges and got fake warrants so that they could legally gang stalk you. I know for me, many years ago, around the time when they kept hiring these spiritual practitioners to pray outside my window, you know, whenever I was meditating, I was driving to Baltimore. I was driving like from DC to Baltimore, and 2 times when I was passing the NSA on the Baltimore-Washington Parkway, I had an Ethiopian, and yes, I'm of Ethiopian descent as well, but I had an Ethiopian try to run me off the road and cause me to get into an accident, like literally tried to run me off the road to kill me on 2 separate occasions. And the times that I was on the road, there was no one else there. The road was completely empty. It was just me by myself on the road. This person just came flying out of nowhere and tried to push me off the road right in front of near the Fort Meade exit where the NSA is. In the same spot, they tried to kill me 2 times. Twice, specifically. And I have a spiritual sister that has been under very heavy attack, whom I love dearly, but she's under really heavy attack at this time and unstable. But the same thing happened to her. She is very spiritually gifted, very spiritually inclined. And someone tried to run her off the road, and she actually got into a car accident at that same Fort Meade exit at the Baltimore-Washington Parkway in front of the NSA over there. The same thing. I'm telling you, high priestess all over the place have been targeted through these agencies, these societies that have the money to do that shit. South Africa is significant here as well. Okay, I'm getting ready to pull some energy for you on that Death Scorpio energy card. Okay, so there could be someone of South African descent That could have been a fuck buddy with a clear understanding to someone from Central America, okay, that they were working with, possibly. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some energy on that death card. I saw it. Death card, clarify that death card for me. Hallelujah. 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 This was or is an opportunity. Yeah. They did these things. So, oh, they're talking about this person from Central America. Hey, if you're a spiritual practitioner, or if you're a person that participated in something to take down a high priestess from Central America, take how it resonates. You could either be a high priestess that's anointed, okay, that's spiritually protected, okay, and someone did something to you that was an opportunity, or this is a spiritual practitioner that attacked a high priestess from Central America that was offered an opportunity that did something to you. And here's your thing. Get out the way. It's about to come down. I don't know how much more I can tell you. It's coming down, and you better get out the way. Clarify that death card. Go ahead, clarify that death card, Spirit. Man, this is happening right now. That's why. This is why I told you it's something significant about today, March 1st, 2023. This is going on right now. This is happening right now. And more specifically, this is happening right now for possibly someone that did something to someone from a South American country. I'm sorry, Central America. Central America. Central America, Panama. And whatever other countries encompass Panama from both cities. But that would be where Panama is, Central America, okay? You need to isolate and heal for a better perspective. This could be someone that's self-employed, and this is involving an underage teen. Ooh. Something happened with regard to an underage teen, possibly someone from a country in Central America. You got Panama and whatever other countries, are in Central America. I'm not a walking map. Clarify that death card. Clarify that death card. Okay, we got child molestation. Baby on the way or here already. Somebody in trouble, man. A sickness has overtaken them. Man, I hope there's not some child out here that's sick and pregnant. There's a message coming in, and the answer is no. I'm not sure what the answer is no to. Y'all take that as it resonates. But there's an incoming message about how a sickness has overtaken someone. Someone has been overtaken by a sickness. This could possibly be maybe a younger person from Central America that has a baby on the way or here already, that might be the victim of sex trafficking, childhood molestation. Okay? For one of you high priestess out there, this is someone on your mom's side of the family that's doing this, or that has done this, that might have sacrificed a child. That's why we have, this is an underage teen. More specifically, yeah, I'm really on the Central America here in South Africa. Someone did something to, yeah. They could have done something to possibly an underage teen or a child from South Africa or Central America, okay? Or this is the spiritual practitioner that is from South Africa or Central America. Go ahead, Spirit. A sickness has overtaken them. A sickness has overtaken them. This is the low vibrational copycat. Okay. Oh my God. That energy just shot through my hand when I thought what I just thought. This is somebody possibly in the Northeast, okay? This is New York, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts. This is Maryland, D.C., Virginia, okay? This is the Northeast, Maryland, D.C., Virginia, Rhode Island, Maine. These are Vermont, Northeast states, okay? I keep thinking about Panama. Panama is significant For some reason, I feel like Panama is very significant in this reading. But a sickness has overtaken someone, and there is someone in the Northeast, one of the Northeast states. I feel like Maryland, Virginia, D.C. That's a low vibrational copycat. And remember, different parts of this reading are going to resonate with different ones of you, okay? So you take what resonates. But you have someone in the Northeast of the United States, okay, one of those Northeast states, okay, that's a low vibrational copycat that had been copying you. This is an ending for them too. Death card. Clarify this. Go ahead, clarify this. Clarify. Under spiritual judgment. Because they were under attack. I'm sorry, I'll pick that back up. Under spiritual judgment. Because you were under spiritual attack. Both your love life and your stability has been under spiritual attack. And this is somebody else wherein, for some of you, it was somebody, it's somebody from North Africa that it's not your baby. Okay, so this is, take it as it resonates. For someone from North Africa that might have been catfished about a baby being theirs, you take what side of this is yours, this is on. You have been under spiritual attack, and the person that has been attacking you is under spiritual judgment. So either whoever this is of North African descent, if you were the one that is attacking, you are under spiritual judgment. If you are the person that was being attacked, don't worry, today was the last day. This person is under spiritual judgment. And for whoever this is someone that catfished you about it being your baby, and it was not your baby. Let's go. Any more messages? Yeah. This was someone that was a part of a coven, cult, or church. Okay. And they're not seeing the situation clearly, or they may not have realized that that person was part of a coven, a cult, or church. Anything else? Puerto Rico is significant. There was somebody of Puerto Rican. There's someone of Puerto Rican descent that was a part of a coven, cult, or a cult. Okay, that it's something with regard to real estate. They might have done something with regard to real estate or a piece of property or an inheritance or something. Someone that used technology through one of these government agencies here to block or harass you or hurt you. Okay, this is the stuff that's been going on. Okay, any more messages? Yeah, somebody going to jail. East India. Yep. USA in the Southwest. So we got somebody that is either in the Southwest of the USA or from the Southwest states of East Indian descent possibly, that's getting ready to go to prison or jail. Okay? And this could possibly be someone that's of East Indian descent that was using technology to block or harass you. They might have had access to a job in which they had access to all of your information. They might have had access to tap your damn phones or whatever else, your finances, your banking, your credit cards, whatever they did, whether this person is from East India, working out of a call center in East India or of East Indian descent, or if this person was the subject, take what side of it you're on, from one of the Southwest states, this person is getting ready to be under judgment and end up in prison or jail. They gave me this reading today. Telling y'all, they gave it to me today. They said it's today. A lot of y'all gonna be getting messages. Anything else? Okay, well done. And still at the bottom, this person is under spiritual judgment. They'll just keep giving it to me over and over again. I know. Ooh. Yep, that's why they're giving this to me. Yep. Yeah, I keep getting the same things over and over again. Oh shit, that's it. All right, I'm going to say it all. Okay, so a lot of people were in the Northwest USA, okay, and these people are also connected in Australia with regard to, some of these people are from Australia or connected to a string of people in Australia that were doing this work too, okay? A lot of these people were part of this Coven cult. That's what the open relationship here is. These people are all part of all connected through these covens and cults, all these people. And Australia is significant too, okay? A lot of these people are getting ready to be in legal issues with regard to custody, child support, court, these government officials as well. Someone that is in the military or ex-military. This is the person that failed the spiritual test. If you've watched my other readings, I told you it was someone in your energy that came against you, High Priestess, that was supposed to pass the spiritual test, but they did not. And they did not know that you came from Wakanda just like them. This person is under spiritual judgment, and they told me, well done, have a cookie. Let me see if there are any closing messages they want me to deliver to you all before we end this message. There's an end to all of this. Bang. All of you are getting a new start. Do you hear me? All of you are getting a new start. This is not going to happen to you again. This is over. It's about to rain. It is about to, like what's that song, her song about rain? All of my High Priestess on every continent, in every country, in every state, city, and community that speaks every language of every race, of every creed, and every country, every color, every culture. If I say one more C word or spit one more time, all of my High Priestess, and I'm specifically the masculines too, but I am specifically addressing this divine feminine energy, specifically that they wanted me to go on this for a minute. Some of y'all don't know a secret that I know, but some of y'all do know at the same time. Some of y'all don't know this secret. While men are built physically stronger than you in the physical world, and yes, they are. They're physically stronger. It's a reason for that. But I need you to understand something. That same physical strength that they have in the physical is the same spiritual strength that as women you have in the spiritual realms. You, a lot of you divine feminine women, and just women in general, you have very, very powerful spiritual strength. I'm telling you, you the things that you all can do spiritually, you can come out your body. You know, you can pull other people out their body. You can I mean, and not low vibrational things, but I'm just saying you have the power to heal. You have the power to astral project. All these things that men can do too. When you are on the ethereal realms and on the astral plane, and when you're moving in the spirit, when you're a feminine energy moving around in the spirit and doing things of a spiritual nature, you're physically strong like a man. You're stronger than men are spiritually when you're doing spiritual work. And that's what they don't want you to know. And that's the reason they have been working so hard to target these High Priestess and block their gifts through spell work and harassment. Who on earth and why on earth would someone use so many different methods of attack spiritually, physically, through food, through people, through stability, through jobs, through energy weapons? Why would anybody, through all kinds of warfare, through narcissists, why would anyone use so many tactics just to hold, for a lot of you High Priestess, you're like, all this for one person? Yes, all this for one person. Collective, all of this for one person, because when you get into your real spiritual power, you overpower them in the spiritual realm, and they know this. And you know this, man. You overpower them. And because these masculines understand that, they've been trying like hell to block your gifts and to stop you from fully accessing it. Because they know once the majority of the collective of women do, it's all over. It's all over for this whole age of this patriarchal. It's over. Your spiritual energy and your spiritual power overpowers theirs. Listen, I know what I'm talking about. Why do you think there's not a whole bunch of male tarot card readers sitting on here talking about, man, they're shooting gunshots in the air, when I'm meditating, and they're following me around and revving up their engines and doing this and doing that. They have been doing these specific things to the collective of women, the female feminine species, high priestess, specifically women. Why do you think they've been so desperate to stop you, from meditating and accessing that third eye and accessing that divine ultraviolet flame through meditation and fully activating and getting in alignment and balance with that highest vibration of love? Because the faster and higher that you vibrate, the more that you get in alignment, the more of your DNA that's hidden inside of you. The faster you vibrate, you start to hit those other DNA sequences inside of you, or all those other little markers that will turn on your gifts. The more that you love and move and think and speak and operate in the vibration of love, the faster and the higher you vibrate. And the faster that you vibrate, the more of your DNA that's latent inside of you gets turned on and your gifts get turned on. The higher you raise your vibration, that frequency. So it's important that you walk through nature. It's important that you listen to high vibrational music that raises you. It's important that you disconnect sexually and emotionally and mentally from anyone that is in your energy, that pulls your energy down or confuses you or throws you off, males or females. So you can start raising that vibration because you are powerful. That's why they've been trying so hard to block these feminine energies. If you look in a lot of Hindu religions, and I already told you about this religion thing, we need to lay it out on the table and rip off the labels of the religion and put it together like a puzzle. We all going to come together and take these religions of every single culture, lay them down on the table in front of us, and tear off that veil of the names of the religions and look at them as energy and look at them as situations and put them together like one big puzzle so that we are able to see what's really going on here with energy and energies, okay, and reincarnation. If you look in some of these Hindu religions and you see these images, I can't think of the names right now, the gods of Kali and all the other gods, you'll see some of them, they're always a woman. It's always a woman that is standing. If I had the picture with me, I would run downstairs and get it. There's always a woman that is standing on top of a man with his head chopped off, holding them in both hands, and holding one in the air with blood dripping from these men's head because they're taking all of their spiritual power and energy. There are these powerful flying demon-looking goddess women through the sky, that are breathing fire out of their mouths, and it's man on the ground running from them and their asses lit on fire. I'm so sorry, y'all can correct me, because I don't know the names of these characters in Hinduism, but I do have pictures of them. I'll show them to you next time. But it's all these images that are showing the chaotic, distorted feminine energy. When that earlier, more earlier primal feminine energy that knows how to attack spiritually. That's who you all are. That's who you all are. So, like I said, we have to get back in touch with that, and that's why it's been such a war against the divine feminine. But as we move forward and as we move on, things are getting ready to change for us. It's all stopping today, right now, and y'all need to start meditating. Y'all need to get into your meditation. Y'all need to fast, get your diet right. Why do you think in the Bible, when King Nebuchadnezzar demanded that Daniel, the Pharaoh demanded that Daniel interpret his dream for him? He said, I want you to interpret the dream, but I'm not slow, okay? I am not slow. You can tell me my dream mean anything. So what you're going to do, Daniel, is you're going to tell me what my dream was and interpret it. How about that? How you like them apples? Because you're not finna play me and try to make up a fake interpretation to my dream. I want you to tell me what my dream was and interpret it to make sure you're not playing games. And Daniel was like, cool, I'm anointed, boy. He said, I am anointed, I will do it, but you have to understand, I don't come from your kingdom. I don't eat like your people eat. I am a prophet. I have to eat a certain type of way before I can do this task for you. So don't be insulted and put me to death when I refuse the food off your table. Because, I know I'm part of the king's little party here, group here, and I know you will be insulted if I don't eat the same foods with you that you all serve. I need you to allow me and my group of magicians, I need y'all to allow us to eat the foods that we eat so I can fast. I need to just snack on some dates and some nuts so I can go into my meditation and fast if you want me to tell you what your dream was and then give you the interpretation. This was either Joseph or Daniel, one or the other, okay? But you understand the message I'm giving you here. He understood that in order to interpret the king's dream, that he had to eat a certain way to fast. Because when you are meditating and trying to get a clear image and a clear message and trying to see something, the rest of your body has to be freed up so that all of that energy can be used in your mental space, in your spiritual mental space as well, through your breathing technique. If you're eating a whole lot of meat and a whole lot of food, then instead of using that energy while you're trying to meditate and focus, great portions of that energy are going to be used in your digestive tract to break down that food. And that's going to pull away from that spiritual energy that you need to process what you're processing in your mind and spiritual body. You need all of your energy, okay? While you're doing your breathing exercises. And you can't afford to use any of that energy for your digestive tract to be working hard trying to break some meat down or break some food down. All of my divine feminines and high priestess, and those of you that are in the making, those of you that are already there, and those of you that are in the making, of every race, of every color, of every culture, or over the world, we have gone through a shift. It is changing. It is time for you to get into that divine spiritual power, that feminine power that you have, and meditate, that has been taken from you for so long and blocked from you, and get into it. Because all of you, the harassment has stopped. This is over. This is the Fool card and the Ace of Wands. Ta-dow, lao, ta-dow. This is the Fool, a fresh new start. We're getting ready to change some shit. A brand new beginning. Do you see that white flower in the Fool's hand? That's a fresh new start for all of you. May you all be blessed. I hope you enjoyed this message. I am Quan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot.